Welcome back to Digi Bro Plays Video Games by himself because Victor's out. We're at the hospital. Let's get a treatment. This place is full of syringes. That is highly disturbing. I don't know about you guys, but ooh, I'm terrified of needles. That's one of the things I can't deal with. I can't deal with getting shots or getting my blood drawn. I always freak out like a little baby. Especially when you get blood drawn, because they leave it in forever. The worst is when I had to get an IV for my when I had my broken foot and I had to get surgery. Oh man, I was not ever okay with that. I was sitting there for hours staring at my hand like, why? Why has this happened? Why is this in the process of happening? It's gross. Needles suck. I would never be able to deal with being like diabetic or a hemophiliac and having to get like daily shots. That's the number one, like, the number one reason I'm afraid of getting diabetes is I don't want to have to get daily shots. Ugh. Damn it. Which I was probably on the track to end up getting diabetes if I had... I mean, I could still be, but if I had kept up the dietary habits I had up until my 20s, I was probably on the fast track. You know, I did spend like... That's right, I can just jump clean through that. I spent like 10 years drinking nothing but Mountain Dew. Like nothing but Mountain Dew, pretty much. And now I drink exclusively diet green tea, so I'm probably on a faster track to cancer or something. Although there's been countless studies saying that aspartame is not bad for you, does not cause cancer. But, you know, to my mind, everything causes cancer. Like, there's so many reports, there's so much shit that's like, this'll kill you, that'll kill you, and I'm like, you know what kills you is the eventuality of your frail human body fucking going kaput. Like, we only have so much power. We can only make it through so much. It's not that you're, like, it's not that this specific food is why you're getting cancer. Everything will give you cancer one day, you know? Like, it feels to me more like an inevitability. Ah, damn it. I was trying to land on that ledge. You can see there's like a faint bit of ledge you can land on at that point. Like, I just feel like if you constantly try to safeguard yourself from like everything that could potentially cause you cancer, like, there's always something else. There's always something that has the highest risk of killing you. You know, like for instance, the most likely cause of death that you're gonna have is probably like of an early death will be like an auto accident. You know, like something you almost can't avoid. I believe I read once that the average amount of times that a person gets into an auto accident is once every 15 years. In other words, it's not that there's a chance of you getting into an auto accident. It's that you will get into them once every 15 years at least. Like, there's no statistic of avoiding it altogether. It's gonna happen. I mean, I've been in a couple, you know, obviously non-fatal since I'm still here, but like, yeah, there's no like getting out of, I'm gonna be in an auto accident. So like, you know, you could spend 20 years or your whole life or however long avoiding hot dogs because it's got something in it that might do something to you, or like, oh, I'm not gonna eat this food because it might cause cancer, but like, then you get hit by a bus and you die anyway, and it was all a huge waste of time. You know, if you keep trying to protect yourself from everything, you're never gonna be protected from the thing that finally gets you. You can be cautious, sure. I mean, some stuff's like more like I'm not saying, oh, you should totally smoke because that's a good idea. Like, smoking has such a higher risk of causing cancer that like if you became addicted to cigarettes, it's like yeah, you're kind of fucking yourself. You know, there's little argument that you're like rushing towards your death if you do that. You know, as opposed to just looking out. You know, look out for yourself. Don't be stupid, but don't be afraid of every little thing that has like a 0.5% chance of maybe possibly causing cancer in 1 in 10 people between the ages of whatever and whatever. Like, if you were gonna get it, it seems like you're gonna get it. You know, something's gonna cause it. Probably something we don't know about yet. Something you've been doing your whole life, never thinking it was a problem, and then, boom, it's a problem, you know? Or something that you've been told was good for you for 20 years, and then it turns out, oh, well, new research suggests wasn't as good for you as we thought. Just gonna kill myself. That's why I'm skeptical of anything that's like, you know, found out to be unhealthy that I liked. I mean, if I had a doctor tell me, hey, if you keep eating this, you're gonna die, like, you're gonna get a disease, then I'll be like, okay, gonna stop eating that, you know? It's pretty clear cut. But, you know, if it's like a news report saying that maybe this is happening to some people, possibly, the skepticism's a little higher. I hope that makes sense, and I don't just sound like a contrarian weird asshole or something. I like to think that this is a good frame of logic. If you think I'm wrong, feel free to argue. I think I've brought this up before, but I once had an amusing... That might not be the right word for it. Let's say it was an annoying conversation, but I've been amused by this particular train of the dialogue that I had with one Dr. Wolf. When he was trying to get me to do a moment with Dr. Wolf with him, and he was sort of trying to convince me that it might be a problem that I drink so much diet green tea. I won't get too into it, but at one point in the conversation, he was saying that that his mom had suffered from, or yeah, I guess was suffering from a salt addiction, where she had been putting salt on everything she ate her whole life, and the doctor told her to stop, but she was so attached to salt that she just couldn't stop, you know, even though it was causing her problems. And my response to that was, if a doctor tells me to stop, I'm gonna fucking stop. Like, my fear of death far outweighs my desire to eat a fucking cookie or something, you know? I don't think there's anything in my life that I would not, like, you know, if I was told there was immediate dire consequences, that I wouldn't put down, you know? My dad recently quit, he quit smoking and drinking. He had quit drinking because he wanted to quit smoking, and drinking often makes you smoke if you're, you know, if you're inclined to both. And then he found out that, like, the doctor told him, like, hey, you need to stop drinking altogether, forever. And he was like, okay, you know, and stopped, and he's felt better than he ever had in his whole life, you know. So if that day comes, that's probably what I'll do. Not to knock on Dr. Wolf's mom, but, Jesus, man. Come on. Salt addiction. Stop eating, just stop putting salt on shit. Okay. That was a little bit tough. Ooh, this says, like, monsters. This is an interesting level because there's no clear, like, it's a lot less clear where you're supposed to go, like where I'm supposed to end up. Ah, shit. This game is just so fucking perfect. I don't think any other platformer even comes close to this game. I've played a lot of platformers. Like, I would say, you know, most people who would consider themselves like platformer fans probably played a lot of classic 16-bit or 8-bit ones, you know, and grew up with them. I wouldn't say I really grew up with Mario or anything, because it just wasn't my type of game as a kid. But I would consider myself a platformer fan. I am a, like, of what I've played of the genre, I've been really into it. I think I've gone back and played a lot of the classics, and I don't like any of them as much as this game. I think this game is the perfect platformer. It has perfect controls, perfect level design. Every single level introduces a new interesting concept. The art design is fantastic. You know, it's simplistic, but the colors all look really good. And the levels are really easy to understand, like, intrinsically. You get it. It's perfect game design. It can't be topped. Look at this. Now I'm in a shadow realm, you know? This is fucking rad. And I can see the monsters and the traps, but it looks fucking cool. Ah. What a rad fucking game. I need to do this before that guy goes down. Ooh, that was close. Oh! Alright, you're gonna stand here for a second and wait for these assholes. Now, I will say that there are some levels, particularly on Hell mode, that are almost unfairly broken hard. And, you know, that sucks, but that's such a small portion of this huge game. I guess it's not that huge. It feels huge because it's hard, and it takes you a long time to get through each stage, you know? I mean, I'm blasting through this game compared to how it was the first time I played it, where I, you know, took a million years on pretty much every level. But, you get your bang for your buck value out of it. Like, right now, I'm just simply trying to, like, I'm just going at this thing like, how well do I understand my jump? How well do I understand how high it takes me and how far it takes me? That's what I have to figure out. So I know that to avoid these things, and to reach that other platform, I need to use a long jump, but a long jump propels me pretty high up into the air, which puts me at risk of that top thing. So I have to sink far enough down that I can use my long jump without hitting both. There we go. That was the key to solving that, was just knowing how far down I have to slide. The entire puzzle was how well do I understand a jump I've been doing since the beginning of the game, you know? And yet it's still an interesting and fun challenge. Now the challenge is, how low does Super Meat Boy sink when he's on a fan, you know? And how high does he propel himself when he's on a fan? Gotta know these things carefully. Ugh. And how fast will he fall if I leave him on the wall like that? There's a lot of risk here. Just gotta kind of fall nice and slow so that the fan gives you a nice little windy grace period. Just fall nice and slow. And then jump up really fast. Yeah. Cool fucking mechanics. And it feels incredible. Look at this. Oh, fuck. You immediately know what's going on. You see that key and you're like, this is gonna be a fucking race. Oh, and then this is tricky. Oh, damn, I flew off the top of the screen and died. Alright. Shit. Okay. So the key here is gonna be... not that. Okay. Let's try to catch myself here. Damn it. I want to get up onto that other ledge, clearly. Oh, well, I don't know why I hesitated for so long. Damn it. Shit. This is all precision right here. Okay. Yeah! Yeah! Fuck yeah! Game also doesn't let you rest on your laurels for too long. I mean, you can if you want to. Like, you know, you reach the end of the stage and it has the little video of you, like, showing your success so that if you want, you can bask in it for a second, but, you know. Otherwise, you can just be like, alright, let's fucking move on, man. While I've still got the tightness in my brain. While I still know exactly what I'm doing. Shit. Damn. Yeah. So fucking cool. Ooh. Look at these purple dudes. What the fuck are these? They're like weird amoebas. They're probably supposed to be diseases. Yeah, they're probably like gonorrhea or something. Some gross shit. The designer of this game, struggling to remember his name. Edmund McMillan. I think that's how it's said. Pretty cool guy. He has a very gross out sense of humor and imagination, which ordinarily wouldn't work for me, but because his art style is like so cute, then I usually like it. You know, like this game is scatological but adorable at the same time, so it never feels like it's in your face gross out nastiness. It just feels like a fun, lighthearted kind of gross. Man, okay, this might just be like one big super jump. Damn it. Shit, I need to stop holding R when I'm just walking around normally. Oh no, if you super jump there, then you hit the ceiling. Shit. Alright, we gotta go from back then. Yeah, no. There we go. Had to hang out in the air for a second. Oh, this is a tough one. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna get up there. No, no, no. Overshot it. Alright, we hang out here. Chill. Nope. Chilled for too long. Chillax, then move along. Okay, gotta keep the forward momentum. See, you gotta understand momentum and not do that, what I just did. So let's see, we wanna, oh, that was too far. We wanna get to the middle one and then hang out, but not for too long like I just did. There we go. Nope, nope, not good. Okay. Well, maybe we can do some of this action. No, that raises me too high up. So we definitely want to skip the first, get some time in the second, not get blown directly into the ceiling. Which is what I've done twice now. Damn it. Oh, I made it. I thought I was dead. I just kind of given up. Alright, fuck. Damn it. Fucking shit. I'm really not sure how to do this. One day, we will see. This has probably ceased to be exciting. Alright, you know what? Well, I kind of want to just end this playthrough now, but I don't want to do it without beating this level, because I feel like that would be really disappointing. Alright, yes, okay. Yeah! Alright. Next time on Digi Bro while Victor's on vacation, we'll probably not play any more Super Meat Boy because it's gotten to the point where it's too hard for me to talk at the same time. But, I hope you enjoyed my ruminations about the futility of existence and brutality of death and shit. Bye.